Hello and welcome to Book Reading with Sammy. Today we are going to read The Little Red Fort by Brenda Maier, pictures by Sonia Sanchez. Remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel, The Little Red Fort. Ruby's mind was always full of ideas. She's in the bathroom, but she's still thinking of what she can do. One day she found some old boards. Who wants to help me build something? She asked her brothers. So Ruby found these wooden boards and she has an idea, but she needs some help. Oscar Lee pretended not to hear her. Rodrigo gave her a look that could melt popsicles. Jose almost fell off the fence. You don't know how to build anything, they said. Ruby shrugged. Then I will learn. So her brothers were not really helpful. But Ruby was determined. She wants to build something. And she did. So she started learning how to build things. Who wants to help me draw the plans? Ruby asked. The boys clutched their sides and howled with laughter. Not me, said Oscar Lee. I don't think so, said Rodrigo. No way, said Jose. I'm too busy. Fine, said Ruby. I'll draw them myself. So she has a plan, but she needs to draw it before she can use those wooden boards to build something. And she did. So she started building her plan. Look at that. That looks like a house. Or is it? Let's find out. What is she going to build? Satisfied with her plans, Ruby asked, Who wants to help me gather the supplies? Not me, said Oscar Lee. I don't think so, said Rodrigo. No way, said Jose. I'm too busy. Fine, said Ruby. I'll gather them myself. And she did. She got all the wooden boards and some saw. And let's find out what she's going to make now. When all the supplies were gathered, Ruby asked, Who wants to help me cut the boards? Not me, said Oscar Lee. I don't think so, said Rodrigo. No way, said Jose. I'm too busy. Fine, said Ruby. I'll cut them myself. But that's a saw. That's only for grown-ups. Can Ruby use it? I don't think so. And she did. She got help from her mama. When all the boards were neatly cut, Ruby sang, Who wants to help me hammer in the nails? Not me, said Oscar Lee. I don't think so, said Rodrigo. No way, said Jose. I'm too busy. Fine, said Ruby. I will hammer them myself. Her brothers don't want to help her. And she did. So she got some help from her grandma and her mom, and they are building something. Soon Ruby's creation was complete. Who wants to play in my fort? She called. Let's see what happens. Would the brothers say? Me, said Oscar Lee. Let's go, said Rodrigo. I'll play, said Jose. I'm not busy anymore. So they didn't help Ruby building the fort, but they want to play now inside the fort. Not so fast, Ruby said. You didn't help me draw the plans or gather the supplies or cut the boards or hammer the nails. You said I didn't know how to build and you laughed at me. I'm going to play in the fort by myself. So now Ruby doesn't want to let them play inside the fort. And she did. So she played all by herself. We didn't want to play anyway, the boys said, but they did. So they huddled, whispered, and got straight to work. Oscar Lee made a mailbox. Look at that pretty mailbox. Rodrigo planted flowers. Jose painted the fort fire engine red. Ruby was delighted. So now the brothers helped her. That evening, the boys followed a delicious aroma to a fort warming party. Who wants to help me clean this plate? Ruby asked. We do, the boys said. So Ruby got some cookies. And they did. They were all inside the fort and they were having a fort warming party with cookies and milk. Build a fort of your own with some, like a sofa fort with some sofa cushions, or maybe a kitchen chair fort with some bed covers, or a bunk bed fort that looks super cool, or maybe a snow fort during winter. The end. See you next time.